reason why people are racist. It's racist.
Why do you think
form of mental disease?
What a dumb question. It's like saying, why do you think people hate black people?
Well, I know we're not a threat. I know we're not a threat, but in America, it's like the Jewish people own almost everything, and likewise, you know.
No, they don't. Jewish people don't own anything in America. When you go to America, the reason there's Jewish hospitals is because Jewish people could not be treated in hospitals.
That's not true.
That's the number one reason. Because Jewish people, when they went to a hospital, they're like, yeah, I don't want to treat Jewish people. So Jewish people, you know what they said? They said, fuck you, I'll get my own hospital. And they did that. So it's like, yeah, Jewish people, like, nah, they're not an enemy. No, whatsoever. They're not. They're not.
Well, I think if the black people in America would unite like the Jewish people do around the world. I was raised by a Jewish woman from the age of 14, white Jewish woman, and I'm now 67. She's still part of my life, but I know how much the Jewish community sticks together, and it's about business and money, nothing else.
No, and love, and charity, and learning,
October 7th,
and medicine,
and owning Pornhub. Don't forget that.
No, this woman raised you and you're throwing her under the bus?
No, it's not.
This woman raised you up for 50 years, half the century, and all you gotta do, hang on a second, excuse me, hang on a second. This woman raised you, this woman kept you alive, and all you want to do is throw her under the bus?
She didn't keep me alive. She didn't keep me alive. I ran away from home at 14.
You said you just said you raped
to my father's word.
And she raped you.
And she respects me as a woman and as a black woman. She respects me, but I know what she's about.
You said she raised you.
I've been in her. Let's put it this way. She came into my father's life and then became his wife when I was 14 years old, okay?
That's your stepmother.
Yes, she's my stepmother. Now that my father's gone, you know how they say once go black, never go back? Well, she's married to a Jewish German man now, okay? She went back, and it's about money for her.
Well, what does that mean it's about money? You paid her? So she raised you for free. She put food in your mouth for free.
Look, I've been working as a person since I was 14. I worked for affirmative action. So no, she didn't put no food in my mouth.
Oh no, you paid the rent.
I ran away from home at 14 when she came into our family. So no, she didn't put no food in my mouth.
So she didn't raise you, but you said she did.
I've been around her. She's been in our family since I was 14 years old. Yes.
I see. You see my
I have respect for her. I don't disrespect her. And actually, I have a affinity of love for her. Okay, but I know that she's about money and business. That's all she's been about. And in fact, let's put it this way. When my father died, and she came into our family home, she's an architect, so she redevelopment or whatever, redid the house and stuff like that. So when my father died, we basically inherited nothing, okay? And that was her doing, you know. So now she's in our family home, taking over the land, you know what I'm saying? So I still have respect for her. I have my own. I don't need what she has. But I know her mindset is that she's about money and whatever she can get for business to make that money.
Right? Do you work for her money? She's an architect. Do you work for her money? Do you have the right to it? Like you have a right to your money? You told me she fixed up the house that you lived in? She took care of your dad? She put food in his mouth?
Look, my dad was the military. We traveled around the world as military grandchildren. My dad was the military. He took her in at 23. Okay, so my dad was established before she even came into existence. So it's not like she took care of him. He took care of her. She was the young one, okay? So we have our differences. It's a love-hate relationship, but love wins in the end.
Isn't she supposed to?
Iran has been attacking Israel for a long time.
Well, those oil prices.
Iran has been attacking Israel for a long time. And Israel finally had enough and said enough. And now you're going to have a taste of what it's like. And we'll see where it's going to go from there.
Well, the oil prices are about to go up probably, and they just cut off the strait. They cut off the strait of what is it called, Hormuz or
Hormuz?
Hormuz.
Yeah.
That's
I don't think
not
they'll
gonna
do
happen.
that. Well, it could happen, but it won't be long.
No. Because China gets 90% of the oil from the Strait of Hormuz, and they told the Iranians not to do it. That's fake news. It didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
It didn't happen.
Alright.
The U.S. military, it actually, you can actually go online and find out what the U.S. military is saying live right now.
What website?
The Defense Department.
Okay, yeah, I was just on Iran Observer, so that's where I got it.
Yeah, just go on the Iranian Defense, and they will tell you, bro. Because 90% of all Chinese oil comes from the Strait of Hormuz. Iran is not going to cut that off. It's never going to happen.
Well, I don't think they would cut it off to China, but what about America? Do they get any supplies from that?
America doesn't need oil from anybody. America is energy independent. It's been like that since World War II. That's the reason World War II started, because America doesn't need oil from anybody.
Like Japan doesn't have any oil. Korea doesn't have any oil. Doesn't have any oil unless it's Manchuria. America has oil from Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, and all sorts of places. America doesn't need any oil. You know that, right, bro? Your energy independence.
Yeah, well, we don't use it though. They sit on that oil.
Bro, but America is energy independent. You don't need oil from people. You're like self-sufficient. And that's why your B-2 bombers can go from Missouri all the way to Iran without being detected. Because you're special. You don't need oil, bro. And,
yeah, you sound like you love America more than I do.
Maybe I do.
Yeah, I think so, man.
God bless America. Thank you for what you did.
Man, America is finished, man. This is just the beginning of the prophecies that's going to take place. All right, Russia, Iran, so-called Persia, which is Iran, China, North Korea, all of these nations are going to team up and go against America. They're going to form like Voltron. All right, they're going to, you know who Voltron is?
Yeah.
You ever heard of
what? Yeah.
They're about to form like Voltron on America, bro.
Yeah.
You understand?
Did the strikes on Iran.
Again, like they did in 1942.
That's not what I wanted to say.
They're not going to do anything to America. These people are just all talk, no action.
Technology is a little bit more advanced on all parts.
Yeah,
I think,
the technology advanced, like you can nuke every single one of
Place
us.
to go. So
yeah, and they can
Right.
shoot. They can shoot 100 million missiles right back at the same time.
Yeah,
So
but who cares?
the whole world
Let's
will
all
be
die
destroyed.
together.
We're all gonna die together.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody's gonna die from a nuclear blast. I think it'll be some survivors. It'll probably look like the Book of Eli. You seen the Book of Eli?
Yeah, I
Seen
seen
that
the
movie?
book of Eli, like the whole
Yeah.
Bible. But like,
Yeah, it'll probably
why
look
don't
like
we?
that.
Why don't we all die together? Why is that? Why is that such a
Hey,
problem?
cause I think somebody said like the last World War will actually end up leave us fighting with sticks and stones. Send us back.
Einstein, Albert Einstein, and he was Jewish, by the way.
Yeah, that's who said
That's
it.
what he said.
Yeah, that's
Don't
just
be
crazy.
scared. You have a real chief. You have a real Secretary of Defense. You're gonna be fine. You're an American. America ended World War One, ended World War Two, and is stopping World War Three from starting. You're gonna be fine. You're an American.
No, I'm not an
Trust the
American.
government for once.
Hey, America has to be judged because of what they've done to the black. Because of what they've done to the black people in America.
Wait a second. Let me tell you about what America done for the black people outside of America. America passed a law that said no independence before black majority African rule. And it was passed by Harold Macmillan in 1956. And you know what that law meant? It meant that no African country can gain independence unless they have a black majority African country. And that was in 1956 under President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything. There's still rules.
No, it means
by the
a lot of
British
things.
and
You know what
They don't
that
have. They're not
you know what-
continent.
my brother, you know what that did? It freed the entire African continent. So Sudan was the first January 1956 to get independence because of the United States of America. And then after that it was Somalia. After that it was the Congo. And then after that it was Ghana, which became the gold nation.
Yeah, majority of those nations sold other black people into slavery. So y'all already working
No,
together.
they didn't. No, they didn't. Sudan. No.
My husband's from Ghana. He said yes, they did.
Yes, y'all did.
Sudan never did that. Somalia never
Oh
did
my
that.
God. Alright, bro. Alright,
Your government, can you recognize that sometimes, can you recognize, I know your government sucks, but can you recognize that your government sometimes does great work? It's not the end of the world, you know, it's not terrible, because that no independence before majority African rule argument, we eventually got, go ahead, bro. Sorry.
Let me tell you something about the South of world, right? Like when I look over at the G20 summit, I don't see any African Americans or so-called Negroes that live in America having a representative. You know, so we don't have anybody
What happened to
specifically.
What happened to Barack Obama?
He brought in homosexuality, bro. Like that's against God. Right? He didn't give us
That's
the
why
cell phone.
that's what they were about.
Uber. Right? He didn't give us enough of free cell phones to spend, and he started Uber, okay? He gave us Uber, that's it. He didn't do shit for the black community. Right? Fuck Barack Obama.
Amen.
Oh my God, you guys make me laugh. I love it. God bless you too, by the way. But I don't even know how to react to that. I just like you guys. Bless you.
You know, it was a comment made, why do people hate, Israel or Jewish people? And then someone replied with, why do they hate black people? Do you know, if we put down the sticks and bricks and bottles and guns, we are a record to deal with. That's all I gotta say. And everybody knows that. Every culture knows that, physically and mentally.
Yeah, but Black Americans are like really cool people. You know, they
Are like what? Are like what people?
really cool people. Cool people. We love you. You're very special people. And I don't think you get enough credit for making the world be cool. Because when I came to Australia, I was a kid. Came here as a kid. And then I became cool instantly because of you people, Black Americans. And I don't think you guys get enough credit. We love you. We love you very much. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you.
Yeah, we love you. God bless you.
And black people have a lot of love for other cultures as well, but it just seems like in America, I can't speak to how they treat them. Well, I know my experience as a child in Germany and France was not a friendly one, but in America, I just feel that every culture that comes over here just treats us like we're nothing, and we're the lowest thing on the totem pole, and we have been the most controlled culture in America in terms of excelling, financially to get ahead. And it seems like when other cultures come over, it's control.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, without you guys, we'd do nothing. Sorry to hear that. It's just terrible. It's terrible. Black Americans, you made us cool. You made us appreciated. And you made us loved. We love you guys. And it's terrible what you guys are going through. And I don't understand what happened. Nobody does. You people, you're so amazing. I don't know. Hopefully people understand the work you guys did. We're learning every single day. And I'm sorry you went through. Well, yeah. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. We just want all the white people to have that same sentiment. Right? But, we'll take it in Cash App payments.
No, 100%. Let me know. Just message me. We love you guys. It's terrible. I had no idea. Like, literally. I'm like, yeah, why did I come to Australia and why it was so cool? Because of you guys. You made it cool to be black. And we had no idea. Nobody knew. So, thank you very much. And yeah, if you want Cash App, let me know. Just message me. And we love you very, very much. So I'm so sorry for what you went through. And by the way, I saw what you guys did. I saw some of the media, everything else like that, and I was like, yeah, these people are so extraordinary. So, thank you very much. God bless you. And
what did we do?
You made it cool to be black. You made it cool to be black.
How did we make it cool to be black?
Because
we're imitated. We're imitated. That's what it is.
Yeah, the trend setting.
Swag.
What are you talking about? What culture do we have over here? What culture do Black Americans have?
No, in the whole world. You didn't see the movies you guys made, the music videos, the culture.
It's not our culture, bro. It's not our culture, bro. I mean, we grew up like that, but that's not who we are. That shit was put on us, and we imitated art. The gangster rap, the TV shows, all of that stuff. We just imitated what was presented to us. That's not our culture. Our culture is over there in the land that's occupied by Israelis. Right?
Hello.
Our culture. That's our culture. All right. What they're doing over there is not part of the biblical laws. right? The biggest homosexual parade is in Tel Aviv.
What's occupied?
Because
The capital of Israel, Tel Aviv. That's right. The biggest Diddy party is going on right there.
What, you don't believe in human rights? You don't believe in freedom for all?
Human
Are you
what?
against
What? Human what?
Tell me something. Are you anti-gay?
It's not that I'm anti-gay. I'm more like living according to what.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm tired of the freaking fat black monkey bullshit. Okay, that fat black bitch can go. It's stay in the fucking goo.
I don't want to go down that road, but I did want to say that I thought what she said was kind of like quite. You know, she was just saying it for the sake of being controversial, nothing more than that. Lost. I mean, with a name like ISIS, you've got to ask yourself.
No, it's another dumb fat black bitch with an identity crisis. They're not from Israel. They're from fucking Africa. She's a damn monkey, and she's a stupid, dumb, fat black bitch with a mic. That's where it begins and it ends.
I got to call you out for the racism there, brother. Seriously. Sorry for saying that, but you know, you at the end of the day, you know, that just kind of like brings us to an all.
I'm black too. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. Why do you have to bring it into the equation? What's the color got to do with it?
Did you not just hear what that dumb fat black bitch just said?
I heard what she said, but I don't think it's got anything to do with the color of her skin.
She's the one that made it about race.
Listen, she
is the one that made it about race.
What did she say?
Okay, you know what? Let's bring her back up. If you want to throw bananas with her, go ahead and throw a banana.
Bring her back up.
Okay, look, everybody has a right, isn't it, about freedom of speech and what we feel to say, I'm not gay, I don't want to be gay, okay? So if the question was about am I anti-gay, no, I'm not. Some of my best friends are gay. No, I basically observe that culture of rainbow culture, however they consider themselves. I have respect for them as long as they have respect for me. As long as they don't try to infringe on my beliefs and what I stand for, I'm okay with that, you know, so they can live their lives the way they want to. But it's a shame that the capital in Israel is full of a Diddy party, you know, and like I told you, my stepmother just came from Israel, and I know I get the feedback of what it's about.
Would you have the same feeling about a Diddy party in Washington?
It's a Diddy party over the whole United States, if you ask me. You know, but it's
problem with a Diddy party in the United States?
Well, you know, when you're doing child trafficking and you're drugging people and it's a business, yeah, I have a problem with that.
No,
in terms of morals.
I'm not talking about illegal interactions. Legal interactions are completely out of order. If you're doing something illegal, you should be held to task.
That's right.
I think the same thing goes for a country like Israel. If
That's
you do
right.
illegal stuff, you get done for it, like you do in
That's
the
right.
United States. But why is it that you're pointing the finger at Israel for one type of Diddy party and you're being completely hypocritical?
It's a Diddy party in Hollywood. It's not just in Israel. It's a whole. It seems like that is the way that they're trying to push the youth to that type of lifestyle, and it's forbidden according to my faith and belief. And I'm not knocking nobody else what they want to do. It's just not for me, and I have a right to say that. It's not to be anti-gay or anything like that. It's just to say, hey, what I recognize and what I have grown up to understand is not
but
what.
Why are you on a stage pointing your finger at a country that you've probably never visited before, talking about what they do in another country.
Right, because again, she's a fat, ignorant black bitch. That's where it begins and where it ends. Yes, you're a fat, ignorant black bitch. You've never been to LA. You've never been around anybody famous. You are a fat, ignorant black bitch.
Your mama is fat, black bitch. You check your family.
My mom is definitely not a fat, ignorant black bitch. So
Yes,
again,
yeah,
okay, all right, yeah, okay. So you can go sit with your tits on your fucking lap and your ignorant black bitch bullshit in the goo.
Wow.
At this point, I exit the conversation. Anyway, on another note, I think the Israeli Defense Force has put out a very good message to the people of Tehran. In the coming days, the Israeli Defense Force will continue to attack military targets in the Tehran area. For your safety, we ask you to keep your distance from the regime's weapons manufacturing industries, military headquarters, and security institutions. With thanks. I don't think it gets more clear than that. What other army in the world would do that?
Because, you know, just like you mentioned, World War II, where, you know, husbands were dying and women need to support their families as well. So, you know, and then all other different things. It's not about just beating or whatever. That's insane. I don't even know. I mean, I wouldn't have even went to that. I mean, I'm shocked that you did. But, you know, I mean, it could go to, it also could go to women wanting to vote, wanting to be able to have that, I mean, there's so many different details. Being able to bank accounts because their husbands, you know, were probably, you know, I think that's really what started it. Not because of alleged beating. It started when his husbands were going to war.
What do you push on? It was a multiple layer payment. That's what
it's very layered. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, but to pick out beating out of all things.
That was
I'm back. What were you guys
saying? Was using it to describe a type of man.
Concrete said that women are selfish. That's why the birth rates are
Arnold.
See, I think the problem is, and it's not.
I'm good with that selfish, I actually agree with concrete. I find nothing wrong with it.
I don't think that's
Selfish.
I don't think that's the issue. The issue is the fact that people they won't commit sacrifice.
Is, well, what we've seen before with people retaliating against the United States, but also it's what we're seeing in the Middle East already since 2 years ago, right? Like I'm not taking sides here, but I'm saying like Hamas was created, and